warrior, do not engage, do not communicate. Simply tell the creep, the criminal, that go ahead, publish my picture, publish my pictures, whatever you've done. Now, let me explain what I'm talking about. First, a reminder, because I get so involved in talking about these subjects, I forget to tell you to subscribe to our Lynn's Warriors channel. We need to build community. We need to build numbers. We need to build messaging, and we need you to share these videos. Even if you listen to them, think about it, and just tell your neighbor or other family members. That is good enough. But please do that. We are climbing ever so slowly, but we are getting to the top of the mountain. I'm going to leave that for a second. What am I talking about? I am so tired of slapping the Band-Aid on problems. Yes, human trafficking is bad. Sex trafficking, labor trafficking, forced servitude, everything going on at the border. We know it. We have solutions. They're not happening. The only thing we can do is to intervene and to prevent. And that's why we have the warriors. So we're going to stay in our lanes. We're going to talk about issues that you can easily handle in your own home and community. That's the way, or else we can't get any of this work done. So first of all, I am tired of hearing a child killed themselves because they exchanged a nude image on their phone or their computer or their laptop or their gaming console. What do I always tell you? Wherever the kids are, so are the predators. What does all this mean? Children are exchanging nude images as just a matter of fact. We have to accept that as the adults. Do we like it? Of course we don't like it. Yelling at kids, that language, we didn't do that when we were kids. Well, we did plenty of other stuff when we were kids. This is the world the children have grown up in. The 30s and under, I'd like to say. It is especially really speeding up since 9/11. I'll just throw that out there. It seems to me that's where everything just really took off. But anyway, we need to inoculate our children. Sextortion is the act of sex and extortion combined online. We know that most of the servers of these creeps, criminals, predators are in Nigeria. They're not here in the United States. But the most affected are our American teen boys, especially ages 14 to 17. Again, they think, and of course it can happen to girls too, but primarily we have a rash of teenage boys killing themselves because they're too embarrassed to go to a parent or a trusted adult and say, I sent this picture. So what happens to review with sextortion is because we are in the society today of people give away so much information so quickly to strangers. Why online? Everybody thinks, this is privacy. Remember, it is like opening up your front door and welcoming the world in the internet. Therefore, we need some guardrails around everything, especially our children, to protect them. Because right now, Washington is doing nothing. My state capital of Albany, next to nothing. Wherever you live, a lot of things going on, a lot of noise, a lot of distraction, but this is the bottom of the barrel. So it's up to you and me to take care of things and be that warrior. So a child will, within moments, reveal where they live, their family's, surname, school they go to, their dissatisfaction with their parents. They don't like their little sister, the name of the dog, whatever it is, all this personal information. Very quickly, it's actually the grooming process. The teen, the child, thinks they're talking to a peer. And this is what we have to get through to their heads. Everybody on this monitor, on your phone, your gaming console, is a potential predator. Now, I don't want to hear, because a lot of parents have said to me, I don't want to scare them. You better scare them. Because as I sit here and tell you this, the numbers are escalating. And it's the most frightening thing I've ever encountered. And I'm not a person that gets frightened. the attack, the war on for our children. Indeed, that's exactly what's happening. So very quickly, the child, send me your picture. Here's my picture. And it could be a cute girl sending to a boy, and the boy likes her, sends his picture back. Okay, so far it's innocent. Okay, then next thing, the girl lifts her top up, pulls her pants down, one of those scenarios. Okay, now you do that too. The boy may reluctantly or easily do it. Now, the very next communication is, send me $25, send me $50, send me $100, or I'm showing your parents. I'm spreading this within your community. I'm sending it to your school. Here, I am here to say, as the chief warrior, here is the protocol that everybody has to get on board with. These are the steps to take. Because again, I remind you, warning, sound the alarm, bells off. We have children killing themselves instead of the child, the teen, and the parent handling it the way I'm going to tell you. That child needs to come to that trusted adult, whether it's grandmother, whether it's parents. Remember, families today make up all different kinds of relatives. And I did it. Okay. We need to stop communicating with the predator. People try to bargain and use, analysis and psychology. It does not work. These are criminals. And even if you send them money, because kids do send money, parents do send money, they still continue to extort you. They will publish those pictures anyway. They've already uploaded them. They say your school, your community, your parents. You know what? They've already uploaded them to porn sites because that's where the most money is made. They're not sending it to, little Tommy's school for kids to look at. So you are to cease communication with the criminal. Your child, number one, you have to have this open and honest communication where your child comes to you. Mom, Dad, there's a creep. Okay. Again, we don't like what occurred. It occurred. I guarantee, though, it will never occur again. Your child will learn their lesson. 2, you on that device, you cease communication with that predator. You don't erase any pictures. You don't hide it. You're not embarrassed. You don't scream at your child. You simply say, go ahead, publish my pictures. Cease communication. Number 3, you call 911. 911 cybercrime. They will connect you to, most likely, this is a crime now, anything with a minor. So you need to have a report. Nothing can be done. I can't tell you the parents who come to me, but they will not file a report. Therefore, nothing can be done. And you file that report, 911, who most likely will connect you with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children in Washington, D.C. And it's a cybercrime, and they will take it over from there. But if you understand one thing about what I'm telling you is your child must come to you, nobody's allowed to abuse your child. Verbally, physically online, sextortion, whatever it is. No matter what your child did, you hug them, you kiss them, we're going to take care of this. And then 911, you get that report filed in. You do not erase anything. I can't say this enough. Crimes against children. We have to get a handle on this because nobody else is. That's what I want you to do. But don't let any creep, they're going to publish those pictures somewhere anyway. I don't care how much money you send them. Shut it down now. And you know what? They'll go somewhere else. If you're tough and say, go ahead, publish my pictures, they'll go on to the next, which I don't like to say. It's about vulnerability. If somebody's tough, they're not going to bother them. And the National Center will take it over. They also have, I want to remind you, a brand new program. It started a couple of months back called Take It Down, where you can anonymously contact them. I'm going to have everything in the body of this video because I talk about sextortion a lot, but people are not understanding and children are killing themselves. We cannot allow this. Why? No amount of money you send to one of these far-off servers is going to do anything. On a totally separate note, the United States is the biggest consumer of buying sex, buying sexual images. Why is that? Well, that's another program. That's a whole kind of, I don't know what. But let's protect our children. Don't let the predator win. Shut it down and tell them, go ahead, creep, publish it, and walk away. I'll have all the steps of what I want you to do. It's 5 easy steps to take care of this. Please protect your children. Community creates change. Safety. We live in a world now, we have to think about safety every day. But not only safety, we have to know, we have to be prepared if something happens to know what to do. And therein lies the problem. Again, it's always slapping the Band-Aid after the fact. Let's get in there and really just slap it down. Please, take care of your kids. We got to protect our kids. There's a war on for our children. Community does indeed create change. I can't say it enough. I'm almost hoarse. Community creates change. We have to do it. Remember, each and every day, now go out and be a warrior.